We have a winter treat for you today as we visit the town of Porto Ceresio. Situated on the Italian side of beautiful Lake Lugano and sharing a border with Switzerland, Porto Ceresio makes for a great day trip by train from Milan. The town offers dramatic vistas of the Alps, relaxing walks by the lake, plenty of lakeside cafes to enjoy a cappuccino or a prosecco, and tasty local restaurants where you can enjoy a pizza with a view. During the summer you can even take a 13-minute ferry ride to Switzerland and visit the award-winning town of Mercate.
Porto Ceresio is only 1 hour and 12 minutes from Milan by train. It's an absolutely beautiful day trip. If you want to have a lovely atmosphere of the old world, come here for an afternoon. If you're thirsty, why not have a drink on the Lord Nelson pub boat?
Not as well known as the busy and larger nearby tourist towns of Como and Stresa, Porto Ceresio will offer you similarly splendid views but without the tourist crowds. You will also find plenty of old world charm here with architecture from a variety of eras. From its splendid early 20th century lakeside villas to its medieval alleyways, there are many architectural gems to appreciate. Apart from fantastic opportunities to relax by the lake, there are also numerous walking and hiking trails leading from the town into the surrounding mountains.
Plenty of great hikes to do as well.
You can even hike into Switzerland with hiking routes to the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Monte San Giorgio, famed for its huge collection of fossils. All of this only a train ride away from Milan. You can't go wrong. If you're coming to Porto Ceresio for a day trip and want to stretch your legs, then a pleasant and easily accessible local walk that we'd both recommend is the approximately 1 hour loop walk to the village of Quasso al Piano. It's easy enough to find and fairly flat in elevation if you don't feel up to mountain walking. To access the walk, simply follow the cycle path that leads out of Porto Ceresio, starting by the town's football ground. Crossing a local stream, the walk will take you through some fields and woodland until you reach the village. There are a couple of interesting churches to see, some nice old streets as well as views of the Ceresio Valley. We'd highly recommend you use the free website openstreetmap.org for finding this and other walking trails in the area. If you'd like to find out more information about things to do in Porto Ceresio, as well as learn about the many local events that take place in the town throughout the year, you can always stop by the tourist information point, which is situated by the lake at Piazzale Vincenzo Leraschi. So what do you like about Porto Ceresio, my dear wife?
I like many things, but I think the thing I like the most is all the architectural jewels that are scattered all over town. It's really a pleasure to just look at all these old villas and buildings and take it in. And what do you like about Porto Ceresio?
What's not to like about Porto Ceresio? Well, what I really like about Porto Ceresio is the fact that you have the lake, you have Lake Lugano, you have as well tons of hikes and walks that you can do from Porto Ceresio into the hills and mountains around it. And of course you've got all the restaurants and terraces and a really nice Italian ambience that you can sit back and relax by the lake. If you are staying in Milan, you can come here and it's only just over an hour and 12 minutes away by train, a direct train. And this is on the end of the line, so it's quite straightforward to get to. You take the train from Porto Garibaldi, which is one of the main stations, one of the two main stations in central Milan. We highly recommend that you come to visit Porto Ceresio and enjoy the splendor of Lake Lugano from its shores. That's all for this video. Please, as always, like, subscribe and leave a comment, and we will see you in the next video.
Ciao!
Ciao!